Lacrosse Legends. Lacrosse Legends, a comprehensive look at America's greatest game, featuring legends past, present, and future.
Today, Lacrosse Legends visits with Adelphi standout and Waterdog rookie, Kyle Lewis.
Kyle has an incredible work ethic. He loves the game as much as anybody in the world, but more so, he has these desires to push himself to be the best he can be. As he came in as a young freshman, and he was young, 17 years old, I think he had it in his mind that he was going to be one of the hardest working players to achieve his goals. And there was nothing that got in his way to achieve those goals. And that if that was breaking into this building to get some extra reps at 9:30, 10 o'clock after a game, then that's what he did.
Well, you've got to know him off the field too. Is he as competitive off the field as he is on the field?
Absolutely. You know, we were in doing some boxing together, and I think both him and I got into it a little more than I wanted to.
Really?
Yes, really. I had to apologize.
It wasn't a friendly match anymore.
It was a friendly match until I thought I hurt him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my hope that Kyle gets to follow his dreams and achieve those dreams. I know he's going to work hard for those dreams to happen, but it's truly my hope that, you know, he continues to love the game as much as he does, and that he feels fulfilled when his dreams are achieved.
Mr. Kyle Lewis, one of the most accomplished players in Adelphi lacrosse history.
Just looking back at the world.
A two-time NCAA national champion, a two-time All-American, the only D2 men's lacrosse player selected in the 2026 Premier Lacrosse League draft. Lacrosse Legends recently caught up with Kyle at the Adelphi Athletics and Recreation Center.
First things first, before we start, I have to tell you, we're very proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. I had the pleasure of watching you since back in the days of Long Island Urban Lacrosse. And now you've gotten all the way through Adelphi and now in the PLL. It's pretty remarkable what you've been through. How's the family, first of all?
Family's good. You know, yeah, very supportive. Mom, sister, so.
Well, you got to tell Ms. Josephine Lacrosse Legends said hello, okay?
I will, absolutely. I moved to Franklyn Square when I was in first grade, and it was a lot different than Queens, where I was born. And it was big on lacrosse. Like, all my friends, they played lacrosse. All the older guys that I looked up to played lacrosse. So that's kind of what got me tied into it, was, you know, living in Franklyn Square and seeing all that and kind of falling in love with the game then.
You were introduced in like third grade, was it?
Yeah, so second or third grade I started town lacrosse for PAL. I played that all the way until I couldn't.
You went to Cary High School?
Yeah, Cary High School, so it's down the block from Adelphi. It's about 2 minutes from here.
That's the Seagull, right?
Seahawks.
Seahawk, right,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
yes, the orange and black.
Yeah, orange. I love sports. I always love sports. So I just tried to play as many as I can for as long as possible.
Now, when did lacrosse stop being like a fun thing, and when did you realize, wait a minute, this might be something here?
I'd say junior year, sophomore, junior year, I really started focusing on lacrosse and football, and I would just grind every day and just try to get better, knowing that, you know, I hadn't reached my potential yet as a lacrosse player, and that's when I really started to focus on it.
Next on Lacrosse Legends. You're watching Lacrosse Legends.
What made you pick Adelphi?
The recruiting process was it was a little crazy for me. I was very late to it. You know, I was going around from prospect days to showcases, still not knowing if I want to play football or lacrosse yet. One of the prospect days I went to was Adelphi. You know, my mom wanted me to go, and I had my eyes set on Division I, but I came here and spoke to the coaches, Coach Purdy, Coach Cat, and Coach Volpe, and, you know, I loved what I heard, loved what I saw, and I'm glad I made the decision to this.
Names like Denver, Richmond, West Point, and Jacksonville were interested?
Yeah, in high school.
Those are serious names, man.
Yeah, it's weird because obviously a dream as a kid is to play at those schools, those Division I programs. But I wasn't really developed as a lacrosse player, and I think I wasn't as confident. If I were to go to one of those schools, I didn't know how it would have turned out. Coming to Adelphi, being kind of a bigger fish in a smaller pond, was more my interest. It allowed me to develop. These coaches, they saw the potential in me, and they really brought it out of me, especially the first couple of years, and along with my teammates. Even though it's Division II, we have a lot of talented players here. So Adelphi in general, it's fairly a small campus, but it's a great experience. Everyone knows each other, all the teams. It's a very friendly place. And then in terms of the lacrosse team, we have great coaches. Coach Purdy, Coach Volpe, Coach Cat, Coach Sheehan, Draper, and all of our assistants, Coach Greg. They do a great job. They care about you on the field and off the field. And then also our team culture is great. We all love each other. We're all willing to die for each other on the field and support each other off the field. It was an unbelievable 4 years at Adelphi.
Once you committed, when did you start thinking that you could win national championships here?
Yeah, so it was crazy. Like when I came here my first year, we were ranked, I think it was 3rd or 4th in the conference. We hadn't won a national championship in 22 years. We were going out there giving everything we can, kind of even just making it to the semifinals our sophomore year was a big deal for us. We were able to win 2 back-to-back. It was unreal. This program has been working for that for so long, and I don't think in 2022 and prior years, that's where we were heading. With Lemoyne and all these powerhouses, we just put our heads down and worked towards our goal and got the 3 national championships, which was awesome.
3 national championships?
Yeah, so we made 2. We made 3, won 2.
Okay, you won 2. Yeah. I got you. When you first came to Adelphi, you were a 3rd string midfielder?
Yeah, so kind of just going back to high school, I wasn't really a developed lacrosse player. So when I got to Adelphi and my focus was just on lacrosse, my progress really skyrocketed. I came here and I was a 3rd line midfielder for most of the year and a 2nd line midfielder for the last couple of games, but I just wasn't where I wanted to be as a lacrosse player. Thanks to my coaches bringing the potential out of me and myself putting in hours and hours on the field and in the weight room and on the wall, I was able to start my sophomore year, and then it just took off from there.
I don't think people realize what an accomplishment that is, from 3rd string to 1st string. And you said it was the work ethic. Something tells me it's a little bit more than wall ball. What exactly is your work ethic? Yeah,
so for me, it was just setting goals. And I'd write down my goals, and under that, I would write down how would I achieve that goal. For instance, my freshman year, I wanted to start. And under that, I'd write down if I want to start, I need to sharpen up my stick skills. I have to get a better weekend. I have to get bigger in the gym. And every day in the summer and the winter, I'm just attacking those goals. So I would be on the field, in the weight room, and on the wall. And more importantly, watching lacrosse, watching a lot of high-level lacrosse, whether that's the PLL or D1, to kind of learn the game because I still wasn't really sharp with my IQ, I guess I'd say. For me, everything was about lacrosse. Learned how to string. It was just a grind. It was definitely a grind.
So your career didn't just grow, it exploded. You become the NE10 Player of the Year.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. My goals, especially going into my final 3 years at Adelphi, were really to win a national championship. I realized that all those awards, they're great if you win. But, my senior year, being recognized as the National Player of the Year, it didn't feel as good because we didn't get the job done. My sophomore year and my junior year, we were able to win, and those awards are kind of just a cherry on top. My goals really were to bring home championships to Adelphi. Luckily, we got that done twice.
You also achieved All-American status. You got that too.
Yeah, so I think...
Very modest.
Yeah, well, when it comes to the All-American votes, the teams that succeed usually get the most All-Americans. We were just unreal the past 3 years, so luckily we were able to get a lot of votes for All-American. I think it kind of represents the work that I put in. You really can't let those awards get to your head, but at the same time, all those hours that I put on the field, like I said, in the weight room and on the wall, when you get those awards, sometimes you kind of feel like, wow, it all paid off. We really focused on just kind of being close. Some teams, they kind of have cliques of players. Us with 50, 55 guys, we were big on just loving each other on and off the field and doing anything for each other. I think that definitely helped us in our championship run, along with obviously the talent that we have. And the culture that the coaches kind of push on us in practice, whether that's in the fall or in the spring. They work us and they give us game plans and we have to go out and execute. I think the team culture that we have with the guys is one of the biggest reasons why we were able to win the national championship.
Boko, Durnin, crisscross at X. Boko at GLE. Durnin, one of the top offensive players in the nation. Trying to get the hands free, cannot. Lewis operates top of the box. Hands are free. Here's Lewis's shot. He scores! He scores! Kyle Lewis has one for Adelphi. And the Panthers pounce on another Division II national championship. They win it 9-8 in overtime tonight.
This is why we love this game. This is why we love this sport. Moments like this, it doesn't get any better than that. Kyle Lewis, one of the stars, one of the playmakers, decides I am going to end this game and win another national championship. This is cinema right now.
Adelphi. This is the moment everyone remembers, the overtime goal. Okay. Firstly, was that a pre-planned play or?
It was. Yeah. An insane game with Tampa. Much respect for their program because we hadn't really been battle tested all year that year, and we go into the national championship and play Tampa, and it was like, well, these kids are real good. It was a back and forth game. There was a controversial call at the end. One of their players shot the ball and the coach called a timeout.
The crease, still loose, spin, shot, score! With 10 seconds for Tampa! But wait a minute, we have got no goal. Was it waved off? Was there a timeout first? It was a shot from Friend that looked like it had given the Spartans the lead, but they call a timeout first.
So we go into overtime, and I just remember Ryan Durnin getting a great ground ball off the wing, or a caused turnover off the wing, which got us the ball. Vin McDermott was hot that game. We had a plan for him to get to the net. He shot it out of bounds. Coach called a timeout, and then he kind of drew up that final play. Coach Cat, he said, the ball's going to get up to you. You're going to sweep across and put it in the net, and glad it happened.
Wow. When the ball leaves your stick, what's in your head?
Yeah, so I've been trying to remember it. It's hard to remember because you kind of black out for a little bit. The adrenaline just rushing through your body. But it was one of the best moments of my life.
That one step you took to give you separation, that was so quick. Now, in your head, I know what you just said, but does that feel like fast or slow motion in your head when you did that? Just
tried to make my move. Had a great defender on me. You know, luckily I got him to jolt a little bit to the left.
Where does that goal rank in your career?
I'd say that's probably the best moment in my career. The most memorable.
Well, you're in a unique situation. The transfer portal came right when you got to college. The big question is, you do this your junior year. Did you look at the transfer portal? Did you consider transferring? Did other schools come to you?
Yeah, so I went into the transfer portal my junior year going into my senior year because we all have these dreams as a kid to go play at these big schools that you see on TV. And I realized that I had that opportunity coming off of a big year. So I entered the transfer portal going in just to kind of hear what these guys had to say.
And some team, again, big names were looking at you like Penn State. That's serious. They just won the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I wound up committing to Penn State. Coach Tambroni and their whole organization there is great. And looking at schools in the portal, that's really one of the only ones that I want to be a part of because of, the culture they have there. Great conversations I had with Coach T. I kind of realized that my home was here at Adelphi. After the past 2 years, they gave me the world, and we just won 2 national championships, and we had the chance to make history for a third. So I'm glad I made the decision to stay here.
After everything, the awards, the championships, what about this overtime loss to Tampa? Take us through that.
Yeah, so just a crazy game. Again, Tampa, Adelphi, the 1 and the 2, going at it at the biggest game of the year. Just an unreal game again, going all the way to the end, to overtime. They wanted it bad, we wanted it bad. They had revenge on their mind and we had history on our mind. Came down to it again. There was a controversial call.
Again.
Mikey Durnin, a second early, was in the crease.
Durnin, nowhere near the crease. Oh!
His hand might be in before the ball hit the net. Certainly from a foot perspective.
crew here today in Virginia.
Oh, this is so
close. Look at the ball. Look at his hand. It is. I think it's no goal.
Yeah, that might get
called off. I think they're taking that away.
They get the ball in overtime, and it went their way. A great shot by Tommy Ortega.
The All-American shorty matchup. Ortega with it. He shoots and scores! He scores! Tommy Ortega has won the national championship for Tampa!
Just an instant classic, and I think it's good for the sport. You know, I think for the past 2 years, we've had the best game on championship weekend. It's always a great battle against Tampa.
When did it finally sink in that your Adelphi career was over?
Yeah, I think when the ball hit the net there in overtime against Tampa, definitely a tough feeling, you know, seeing all my brothers that I've been with for 4 years, kind of the look in their eyes, you know, hugging each other, kind of soaking it in that it's all over. Definitely a tough experience, but it's also a lesson that you learn from. We were the best team all year. We hadn't lost a game. It didn't go our way, and you can't win every game. I think that's when it really hit me.
There's an old saying, you have to learn to lose before you can learn how to win.
Yeah.
What does a loss like that teach you?
Sometimes losses in the season, in the middle of the season, are great because they're kind of wake-up calls. In 2025, we had lost to a team we probably shouldn't have lost to, and it woke us up. Like, we're not who we think we are. We got to go out and work harder each day if we want to get the job done, and we got it done that year. In my senior year, we didn't lose all year, and we had a couple close battles, but we didn't lose. I think the loss in the end kind of teaches you, you know, you can do everything right. Sometimes, you know, ball doesn't roll your way, and you got to deal with it. And for the coaches and the players that are still there, now it gives them a little fire to go out there and work a little harder.
2025-26 Male Athlete of the Year Award, Kyle Lewis.
It all culminates with the Adelphi Male Athlete of the Year. You won that also.
Yeah, so it was a pleasure to win that. We have great athletes here at Adelphi through all sports, and to win that award is an honor.
I can imagine. You got how many sports, how many athletes, you take that number, and then you at the top, that's something.
Yeah.
What do all these awards mean to your family?
I think it's great for my mom and, you know, my dad to see, you know, especially growing up, I wasn't the standout athlete. Like, I wasn't the guy getting all the awards, especially for lacrosse in high school. There were just a bunch of players that were better than me, and I didn't really see much of those awards. So I think for them, it's great for them to see how far.
Next on Lacrosse Legends. You're watching Lacrosse Legends.
29th pick in the 2026 PLL College Draft, the Philadelphia Waterdog select Kyle Lewis, midfielder, Adelphi University.
Crazy shake. Props to Kyle Lewis. This is a great moment for Division II lacrosse, too. He had the game-winning goal in the national championship a season ago. He's the national midfielder of the year. His athleticism is too high to ignore. He reminds me of some other players who had a tougher road to get to professional lacrosse. Like Steven Berger's another one, who went to Washington College and had to fight and claw his way to getting respectability for his conference, for his league, for his division. Kyle Lewis is such a shake type midfielder. Like, if you don't put pressure on him in space, he's got firecracker feet like a wide receiver. He played high school football. He has experience playing in space. I think this is a type of pick that you're going to look back and you're going to say, are Division II players ready, or he broke through for this group?
Now we're going to talk about the PLL. Take me through draft day.
Yeah, so draft day was a crazy day. We were playing pace at 7 p.m. and the draft was at 7 p.m. So basically I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to get drafted or not. And I try not to keep it on my mind. We had business to take care of, and that was what was most important. So we got the win against Pace, which was great. And after, my mom had she screamed out that I was going to Philadelphia, and you know, it was a great experience. My mom had the game on her phone live while we were, you know, celebrating our win. Just a great moment.
You've been through a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
How do you maintain your composure?
I think I just try to play my best lacrosse, and you know, no matter what what I achieve, I just try to keep working. And I have to remember, how I got here, and I can't be satisfied. I think that was one of the biggest things for me, was never being satisfied. After all the awards and the championships, I continued to work hard, and now that I'm in the PLL, I'm going to continue to work even harder.
When your name comes up, it'll be like he was Division II. Does that put more pressure on you to show that you belong here?
No, I think in the beginning, I felt like I had something to prove, but I think that mindset isn't really great for me. I just try to go out there and play my best lacrosse. I realize that it doesn't really matter who's in front of you. If you think, oh, this guy went to this school and he got this award, it kind of hurts your confidence a little bit. So just try to go out there and play lacrosse.
And what has surprised you the most about the professional level?
I think how nice the guys are. My teammates at Philly, they're great. They welcome me in right away, and they've helped me out so much. And then obviously, I think the talent level has been.
Oh yeah, you're playing with names like Kirst now. It's like, this is no joke.
Yeah, we have especially Philly. We have some of the best players in the world, it's a pleasure to play with them.
I met Coach Purdy. I've heard about Coach Tierney. What's your opinion between the two? Yeah, so I think Coach Tierney is obviously a legend. Won national championships at Princeton and Denver. To be able to play for him is great. He screams at us sometimes, but he obviously knows his stuff. He's one of the best coaches, if not the best coach to ever do it. It's a pleasure to play for him. Was it a big adjustment going from Coach Purdy to Coach Tierney? Two different coaches, yeah. Oh, definitely. I see that. Two different styles. Yeah, definitely. So, same result, but two different styles. Yeah. But Coach Tierney, he made it very easy for me.
And you know what? This is the right shot at the right time. He's losing his ankle. Puts it right between the legs.
Game one, the behind the back shot through the 5-hole. Second game I took a look, you were on the doorstep and the goalie came up with the big, I said, these guys are incredibly fast. But that was like, you just boom, shot, save. Yeah. Favorite lacrosse player growing up?
Because I got into it late, I'd say Michael Sowers.
Michael Sowers? Okay. Pre-game meal?
I always go with an omelet and some potatoes.
Pre-game music?
I don't listen to music pre-game, actually. I don't.
Huh.
Yeah.
You just nothing? Yeah.
No, I like to keep the headphones out.
One word that teammates would use to describe you?
I'd say hardworking.
Okay. One word you would use to describe yourself?
I'd say dedicated.
When your playing career is over, what do you want people to remember about Kyle Lewis?
I'd say my journey. My journey, obviously through Adelphi to the PLL, and also what I do for the kids in the area. I'm a role model to the kids, and I do my best to kind of help them out. So,
if a kid from Franklyn Square is watching right now, what would you tell him?
I'd say chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. If you asked me when I was a kid if you think I'd be in the PLL, I would have said no. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of discipline. I would recommend that to any kid who wants to be in a PLL jersey.
Again, it's been incredible to watch you grow. Congratulations for everything you've accomplished and sharing your story with us. Thank you for everything you've done in the game of lacrosse, everything you're currently doing in the game, and everything you're going to do. Best of luck to you, young man, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the lacrosse field.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. That was awesome.
This is Monsanto Muzak for Lacrosse Legends.